My hand disappear.
Who had 2 minutes of fame on BBC iPlayer. It's Regina Gorgeous.
I'm scared.
Do you know, motherfucking what?
If that doesn't make the cut, if that does not make the cut.
Hello, divas, I'm Cherry West, the Red Berry of Edinburgh, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week on Red Berry Reviews, we will be reviewing episode 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World. Now, guys, I'm so excited to review this, so let's get right on to the video. For our first special guest, we have the one and only the Queen all the way from Buckinghamshire. It's our lip sync assassin, Kindlin.
Hi, Cherry. How are you, babe?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, just eating.
So for our second queen joining us this evening on Red Berry Reviews, we have the French queen with a K. It's Kikiara.
Hi, Cherry. Thank you for having me on today.
How are you, Kikiara? You look amazing.
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. For our last and final queen joining us this evening on Red Berry Reviews, we have London's OG mean girl. It's Regina Gorgeous.
Hello, how are you? I'm sure most of your followers are so thrilled to see me on your screen.
I'm Hood, I'm from Azusa, I'll stab a bitch.
So before we start reviewing episode 2, why don't we go all the way back to episode 1? Now, I want to hear what your opinions are on Lemon getting eliminated.
Robbed.
I'm wearing this in solidarity.
Yeah, it's not cute. It was not the right decision. It was.
So who do you think should have went home?
Shani.
Who?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jenny J.K.
Oh, absolutely. But
I'd
if
much
there was
rather
to be
have
another
Lemon.
bottom, if someone else should have been in bottom, it should have been Bag of Chips.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah.
Well,
About
anyway,
that.
moving on to episode 2, the queens came in the workroom and had a decision. Now, Jimbo picked Janie to go home. Now, as you've obviously just said, you think that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just pissed
Absolutely.
at the way Janie reacted because the bitch comes in here. She's like, "What? So you're playing by alliances now, huh? You're doing alliances and not playing it fair." Then when she wins at the end, she's over there being like, "So would you save me if I save you?" Like, contradicting herself.
literally. RuPaul came into the workroom and told them that it was a ball. Now, were you excited when you found out it was going to be a ball this week?
I love balls.
I feel like that is a way to also get to know them, like their style. Do you know what I mean? It's important.
Well, category was Kitty Girl, Butch Queen, and You Wear It Well. Now, what ones do you think you would do best in?
Reg, you would do so well in Butch Queen.
I was waiting for that.
So
Yeah.
I've got a question that I don't usually ask people, but who do you think this season is getting like the villain edit?
Monique, which I think is.
Most definitely.
I feel like it's very
She is a
much.
shady bitch. She is reading the girls
Yeah.
for film. However,
But that's the thing, because they're kind of showing, I feel like they're giving the American girls like the shadier, like the more like
I feel
cuntier moments.
she is reading the dolls when necessary, but I think the production are making it seem that she's just being a
She's doing it out
nasty
the blue.
spiteful
Yeah,
bitch.
absolutely. And it's another black queen being given the villain edit like in every single season. But she came in on the first episode. They read her. Cheryl Hall read her, and she just read her back. And yet they're still the ones talking in the workroom like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I feel like the American queens were just really attacking us straight from the beginning. You read her when she came in. Do you know what I mean? But then she's still being given the villain edit. I don't like that.
So since they all had to make their own outfits, Bag of Chips was really struggling this episode, and she was like really moody about having a sewing challenge. Now I think like this was quite rude, especially when Pangina was helping her a bit and she didn't even say thank you, or like I didn't make the edit of her saying thank you, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no credit was given, even on stage. I did feel like she did come in, and even like in the confessional, she was just like, oh, I don't want to do it, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you know what you came here for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I respected her as an artist, but I feel like it just showed her in a really bad light. Like, okay, you're famous, you're funny, you've got personality. Like, that's good. You have that, but you're on RuPaul's Drag Race. You know you've got to do this. So shut up and put up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
do
Yeah.
it.
But I respect the icon behavior, so
Kid. Away. So moving on to the runway, the first category was Kitty Girl. Now we have the first queen is all the way from Thailand. It's Pangina Heels.
The details, the like actual like I don't know, like the actual animal titties, whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
Yeah.
The like cat ears, The legs,
Sorry.
everything. I lived. The little train at the
Yeah.
back. It was giving pussy, literally.
I love that reveal where it goes from the coat to the gown. I've
That
always
was
thought
my
about that.
favourite part
So
of the whole look.
it's nice to see it. Nice to see it
It
done.
was like a nice mix of camp, but
Yeah.
like fashion at the same. It was like
I think it
nice
could have
balance.
gone without the plastic. It could have gone without the plastic titties. I didn't really enjoy that, but and I would have kept it to one color.
I
story.
quite
think
enjoyed it,
all the
actually.
I think all the colors going up top. Like I get it was like the realism. But I Aquaria did like a recent look of it with just
Yeah.
one color or just one. I think it would be much cleaner. But
Yeah.
I think the headpiece was absolutely gorgeous. Like the way it just came right up and like.
It was
Yeah.
stunning.
Well, moving on to Pangina's second look, the category is Butch Queen.
I feel like it was really true to Pangina because as much as she's like into fashion and everything, she is really funny. And
Yeah.
I feel like she was able
Yeah.
to bring a completely different side. And it was like, I completely got her idea. If I thought of Butch Queen, you literally think the Queen. And
yeah.
I don't know, that's how I probably thought
And
about
also
it as well.
like,
Like,
she can really commit to the character, so like that's more of her type of thing, like committing
Yeah.
to an actual character, making it a thing.
Moving on to Pangina's third look, we have category is You Wear It Well. Now, this was the one she's sewn herself. Now, I think it's really cool. I love the thing coming down from the shoulder.
the details, the fact that she hand stitched all of them, insane.
I
don't know
love
if it takes that
the
much time.
look. I love the purple part of it. For me, I don't know why. I wish that she lost the black tights and either had a bare leg and had made that like the moment, the dress, or the white bit that's on her like breasts, this bit. That was all one cut like catsuit, like matched it. It would be like a catsuit moment with the
Yeah.
purple being the like
Yeah.
centerpiece of it. So I wish it was
I would have wished there was I would have wished there was something at the bottom, which I agree with the judges.
Yeah, there
like,
was
it
there was
just
no
so tight.
panty. There was no panty. Like if you're gonna have this white at the bra, have it in the panty and make it a bodysuit with tights and that. Do you know what I mean, make it a thing. Like don't just have like and then just black tights.
Like just
If you're gonna
imagine
have
it with like a matching
I would have
panty and
loved
bare
it,
leg, like oily leg.
Well, no, I would have loved it just like if the top was like a mesh bodysuit and the tights were mesh. If it was like a 2-level thing and that was in the middle breaking apart, it would have given her more proportion.
So moving on to Jenny GK's first look on the runway, category is Kitty Girl.
Hated it.
Yeah, it was so bad.
I really didn't like this. It
It was-
did give me, as the judges said, Katy Perry vibes.
I don't think we should disrespect Katy Perry with being associated with that because it was giving me very much like costume store, like a shake and go costume.
Not even a costume, but I was looking at it and I kind of was like, is that even her culture? Like, I don't know. It was just not.
Apart from that, it makes no sense. Like, yeah,
It really
as well as
doesn't.
that bit.
Do you think that linked it back to Cat is the little like cat is that she probably also got from like
Exactly, yeah.
Homeland?
Like I get the like cats are like royal in Egypt, like ancient Egypt times, but like I feel like there's so much more to go with like just Kitty Girl as the category. Like Egyptian cat is not the way you're first, unless you are Egyptian, your mind doesn't go there. So I don't know why that was even a thing.
Moving on to Jenny JK's second look, she is serving us Butch Queen. Is it Butch or Butch? It's Butch. Wait, never mind. Carry on.
Butch.
Butch. She's serving us Butch Queen round us. I left for the orange is the new black. I was here for it. The skinny eyebrow was everything for me. I don't like. Was it a jump? Was it a short catsuit moment?
It was a play suit.
Yeah.
She did. She's done 2 of them, and they've both been atrocious. I'm not a fan. I don't like that kind of fit of a thing. So
yeah. Unfortunately, Kindlin had to leave due to personal reasons, so she won't be in the rest of today's video, but she will be back very soon, so stay tuned.
Is this giving? I just did this now. Is this giving?
Showing us your TikTok doing this. Yeah, you look good.
Moving on to Jenny JK's third look of tonight. It is serving us You Wear It Well. Now, girl, she had to make this herself. So credit to her for even being able to pick up a sewing machine because I could never do that. What did you both think?
I think it was overpraised.
Awful.
That
Bad.
fabric?
Cheap. That flipping fabric. Oh, it goes through me. It's thin and it's that iridescent rainbow thing. It's literally giving me like, when you were like a little kid, like I don't know if you guys did this when I was a kid, but I used to wear princess dresses, but it gave me like the material that was like the ribbon on the shitty little plastic princess shoes.
It was bad.
Oh no.
However, I will give her the fact that Mo did like suggest. She was like, "Oh, well, because you haven't got a long time, this is an easy fabric to work with," which I understand. But there's so many other stretch fabrics she could have brought to do that look, and because it's such a simple silhouette, she could have used something else. But it was just too much. Like that fabric is just too much in the eyes. But like obviously the look over is simple, but that fabric is just no.
Anyway, moving on to the Queen of Essex, it's Cheryl Hole. Now, she's serving us Kitty Girl for the first runway. Now, I actually really like this look. I feel like, obviously, Cheryl does always wear a catsuit, but I feel like the outfits suit her.
I feel like it is, obviously, she knows what fits her body, so that's probably why she always wears body and, like, bodysuits and everything. So, obviously, I'm not a fan, personally. I think, nor do I hate it. I think it was just that. It was just a look for me personally. I didn't think it was anything crazy. It was just another bodysuit from Cheryl Hall.
No.
No.
No. Again,
No.
I'm just like, I want to see more from Cheryl. Like, she always is wearing a catsuit or a leotard, and if it's not Bang London leotard, then it's some other leotard. But like, it's just always the same thing. And I love a Bang London leotard. Don't get me wrong, they are pussy. But like, make it more. This is UK versus the world. Do you know what I mean? Next look.
Moving on to Cheryl's second look, category is Butch Queen.
I like this.
I really like this outfit, but I feel like obviously Cheryl does clearly think an updo is going to be Butch.
Right, yeah. I feel like I like the outfit. I like the construction. I think the design looks great. I think I love the fit. Everything's just done really well. However, I really didn't understand how is that Butch? You know what I mean? Like a queen riding a motorbike, I wouldn't have thought as being a Butch queen. So I would.
And
if
it is, you have to really take it there. If it is,
yeah,
because it could work, but you have to take it there.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think. Oh, I know it's a ball, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to show fashion, blah blah. But a ball is also like, if they give some different kind of categories, like opposites, I think it's a good also opportunity to show your personality and show you like how you can like transform into these outfits and like add a personality and add like some mimics. But she just walked in normally. I feel like she could have added that butchiness like Mo did, or do you know what I mean? Like there was something missing.
Well, moving on to Cheryl Hole's third and final look.
Yeah,
I think we don't have to talk about this one that much. I think it just speaks for itself,
No, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say no.
Let's just say no and move on. Who's next?
Yeah, if we have to say something, I do. Obviously, it's not like too much, but I do feel like it's a lot of little things thrown on the look. It's just like little feathers, like different colored fabric. It was just like it made no sense. RuPaul wouldn't wear that. Like take time to actually construct something RuPaul would wear, because that is the challenge, and also take time prior to Drag Race to get some lessons for different silhouettes.
I mean, I will say, like, I know that I hate this look.
I
hate this look.
I feel but moving on to Jujubee's first look, category is Kitty Girl. Meow. But I'm telling you, this Kiki hasn't actually noticed that she had like cats as like the boob.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why you didn't notice is probably because she was hiding with her boa. But the fact is, me and Regina actually found out that it was a post that she had already posted about 2 years ago by now. And I feel like she really just saw that category and she was like, oh, kitty, okay, I've got a little bodycon dress that has 2 little kitties. I'm just going to wear them. But it's just like, it's really lazy. Like, it's Jujubee. We know Jujubee for having such an insane look on All Stars 5. And like, she's been there so many times, I don't really see an excuse as to why Jujubee's not there yet. Like, she's been around, she knows what she needs to do. And she's still not arrived for me.
Next up, we have Jujubee's second look. Category is Butch Queen. A bit like Cheryl, she has done an updo, thinking it would make her look more butch, which hasn't really made a difference.
Again, I don't understand. I don't see how that's Butch Queen. It's more like business women, maybe, but like, I don't see how that was Butch. Nor was it the attitude again, or... I didn't understand it.
There's just no concept behind it. I feel like there is, but she had to really explain it for me to understand it somewhat. Do you know what I mean? And if you're having to really explain a look to someone, then it doesn't work. I should get it.
Clearly, if you're not understanding, then it's not working.
Yeah.
It's well constructed and it's well made. It's just
No.
So next up, we have Jujubee's final look on tonight's episode. Category is You Wear It Well. Girl, she made this herself, and you can tell.
Yeah, I agree. It was a no for me.
Same.
I thought it was a cute idea. It was just basic.
Yeah.
It's a no for me because I see where she was going. Like, I see the construction. I see what she was trying to get, but it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I didn't eat that. She didn't eat. I didn't eat. No plates there. But I think if someone was to act like a designer was actually making it, I could see what it would be. But I also think she needs to pay attention to details, because if you're making that yourself and you wear tights, queens that wear tights, if you're making yourself your own outfit, with the tight where it ends, the tight line, I think she could have sewed something to hide that line, because I feel like it was kind of like showing. I don't really remember if we could see it properly, but I remember as she was walking, we could see the tights. So I do feel like you do need to be careful about those kind of details, because if you wear tights, you need to like think around it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So next up to the main stage, we have the Canadian queen. It's Jimbo. I really like this look. I think I wish it was just flat, or at least had like one little bit. But I like the coat. I liked how the wig and the fur coat was like matching.
I like the coat, and I like the coat.
Yeah, same. I like the coat.
Isn't for me. It's just not my.
It's a bodysuit, I get, because it's like cat, so like you want to be a kitty cat, like body cats. I don't know. I didn't even know, but yeah, I like the coat. I feel like it was a bit messy. The hair looked a bit fried. So I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I feel like she's done so much better.
Moving on to Jimbo's second look of the runway. The category is Butch Queen. Now, girl, this was one of my favourite looks from the night. I loved how it had like the handlebars on like the breast bit. That was camp.
This was good. Was also one of my favourites too. This was giving. Everything with the details. It was good.
I will say, obviously, again, you guys know me. It's a leotard, which I'm not a fan of, but I do. What I was going to pick up on as well is the fact that there is like two little handles on the boobs. I did feel like that was quite creative. It's like, and that gave me more of a butchiness kind of motorbike than Cheryl Hall, because of even the way she was walking, the outfit, the look, the hair, all of it, the attitude, the makeup. That gave me more butchiness, and yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Moving on to Jimbo's third and final look of the night. This was camp. Now, this wig, I want it. I literally want every single wig.
I thought it was well constructed. I thought it was really well made. And I thought it was a very you've got a sewing challenge. You've constructed an outfit. It's well done. You've done the assignment, but it's again, it's a bit basic.
Kiki, are you okay?
Yeah, no, sorry. I just died of boredom. It was so bad. I hated it. I really didn't like it. I just thought it was like, it was something. I feel like the fabric itself looked a bit like tacky. And also the hemming wasn't just right. The hair was fried. Like when they zoomed in onto her, the hair was frazzled. Like I could see it if it was actually nice and constructed hair, then I'd get why you'd want it. But right now, the way she had it on, it was fried.
Well, divas, next up is the queen of the battered sausage. She is feeling much better. It's bag of chips. Category is Kitty Girl.
Yeah, no, I did feel much better.
I loved it. This gave me like Alice in Wonderland, like the Chester Cat or whatever it's called. I loved it. And Christopher Hardcastle designed and like made this outfit. Girl, they're literally incredible.
I appreciate it. I think it was something that she did. She stepped out of her comfort zone. She did something big. Yeah. She went there. That's what I appreciate. It might not be necessarily something that you or I would wear, but like on her it made sense and looked good. And like when we talked about earlier, not being basic and just wearing a leotard and whatever, she went there, and I appreciate that. So I'm not going to be saying bad about it because she went there. So
yeah,
absolutely. I do feel like as much as I agree with you, I would probably not wear that if I thought of the kitty cat runway or whatever it's called. I forgot the category, but I know it's some cat, but I do feel like that does follow up with a character that is very much bag of chips. It's very silly. It's camp. It's like bringing some comedy and characters into it. It is her. She's keeping true to her drag, which I appreciate, and I do know that designer, that costume designer, maker, whatever you want to call it, but I know they do really great stuff, and the details on that outfit is there. You can see it, you can tell it's there. So I think that is probably her best one out of the three.
100%. Next up, Bagger's second look. She is serving us Butch Queen.
I thought it was ill-fitting. I thought the concept could have been cool. The shoes were monstrosity, and the belt, the belt looked like it was too small for her. She was yanking it, so it all looks like yankety and just no, it's just not. No.
Well, next up, it's Bagger's first and final look of tonight's runway category is You Wear It Well. She made this herself, and you can tell.
Did she?
Did she make it?
Well.
She looked at it herself. Let's just say she liked it herself. I don't think it looks the worst. Like it's okay, but it's not anything special. It's so basic, but it's just the fact we know that she didn't do it all by herself. Like she just was lazy with it.
Yeah,
that's what gets me.
That's what I didn't really appreciate. It's the fact that she just, not only did Pangina do it for her, she didn't get any credit for it. In Untouched, she just said, "Oh yeah, I'm proud of what I made," and bless Pangina, she was just sat there nodding.
Moving on to Blue Hydrangea's first look category is Kitty Girl. Regina, what did you think?
I just think she's given us too much. I think it's just a lot. I think she just needs to work on taking away a couple of things away, because I think it could look really good. I think what she was doing could look really good, and I do like the color scheme. I like the color palette. I like some of the details. I just think it's just a lot. That's all.
Okay, Kiki, what do you think?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Honestly, like I don't even know what the actual silhouette was going to be, because there's just so much on. I don't think it was necessary. Like I know that if there was less, I would have liked it more, but there's just so many things that I don't think were necessary.
Anyway, next up we have Blue Hydrangea's second look category is Butch Queen. Now this was one of the best Butch Queen runways.
I loved this.
Same.
That was so good.
Do you know what I would have done though? This is me being me. Like I think this looks perfect as it is, but I would have done that thing with my waist, so I make it like Violet Chachki, like when Violet Chachki did Death Become Her.
Yeah.
Like I make it like that silhouette, so it looks like it's going it looks like it's boom, boom, and I'm kind of balancing on my waist. Like it would look.
Absolutely.
That's what I would do. But I do
really like it. Yeah, I feel like I like the mix of androgynousy kind of look where there's like male and female inside, and knowing that she had just spoken about gender identity before, I really like the fact that she was actually at the same time like as a coincidence brought that look which has male and female kind of like characteristics. I loved it. The hair was great. The makeup was good. I loved the mustache. The dress. It was all good, and even the weights. I thought it was a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Moving on to Blue Hydrangea's third and final look, its category is You Wear It Well. Now, she made this herself, and I want one. Girl, make me in my measurements. I am obsessed.
Okay, so, yes and no. I like it, but I do feel like if you think about would RuPaul wear it, I do feel like RuPaul wouldn't wear like one sleeve like this and one sleeve. I feel like it would have been like a diagonal cut where it would be one arm out, because it's very RuPaul to have like a full shoulder out, which I would have probably preferred, and I feel like it would have looked better on that silhouette anyways. I just feel like that one little strap was a bit random.
That if you're gonna have that fabric draping, or again it was one the waist, it was draping off the side. If you're gonna do that, like really, like I said this earlier, like really do it. Don't just make it one strand of fabric. I would have like done like 4 or 5 strands of fabric to make it really voluminous. Like I would have really made it voluminous, and I would have made it train like really far behind me rather than it just being like one sheet of fabric. Like I probably would have, I would have even done like the balloon. Do you know how Monique had her train in the green dress she wore last episode?
Yeah.
It was super puffy, super thick. That's what I would have done with this. So it's like, so that sort of thickness of fabric on the train, I would have made it like that, so it's like a bit more volume.
Moving on to our next queen on the main stage, we have Mo Hart. Category is Kitty Girl. Now, this was very creative, and like, I was not expecting something like this.
It was good. Again, she looked good. The makeup was so good. Like, she has improved so much on her makeup since season 10.
Yep.
She looked great. I think that this it fitted her well. The fact that she even painted her toes, which thank God she did, because otherwise it just would have looked disproportionate. I think she looked amazing, really. I loved the little thing that she had at the back. It was all good.
Moving on to Mo Hart's second look. Category is Butch Queen. Now, this is one of my favorite Butch Queen, along with Blue Hydrangeas. This was incredible. I loved the hair.
It was iconic.
I loved the red lip.
Obviously, like we're not born in like the 80s or 90s where there was like ballrooms and everything, even prior to that, like other times. But like, I don't know if you guys have watched Pose, the series on Netflix, but it was giving very that like,
it was
like I said, I'm not born there, but I can tell that's definitely what she was giving. She was giving that time of the ballroom. It was very like it was giving America like, back then. It was so good. It was gay culture.
Like,
it was
androgynous. It was giving me like a bit of Grace Jones. It was giving me like, I don't know if you guys know who Grace Jones is. Love Grace Jones, but it's giving me very that like Grace Jones vibe. I'm obsessed.
Moving on to the final look on the runway tonight. Mo Hart's third look. Category is You Wear It Well. Now, girl, she definitely wore this well.
Yeah, I think it was cute. It wasn't my favorite, but I wish that the hemming was sharper, and I would have wished she had a better construction. But I could see where she was going, like RuPaul said, and if it was done better, then it would have been gorgeous. It's still good, but yeah, there's been better.
I just wish though the silhouette was more extreme. So I wish like she'd really snatched that waist a bit further. I wish the shoulder piece was a lot more voluminous. Maybe I wish she'd added some like she just stoned, you know, the boob bit coming across. Like I wish she'd stoned that.
Well, Jimbo and Jenny JK lip synced for the crown. Lip synced for the win, shall we say? And Jenny JK won the lip sync. She unfortunately sent home Cheryl Hole. I was obsessed with Cheryl. I love her to pieces. I'm really sad to see her go home, but I feel like it was the right time.
It was her time, definitely.
I thought the lip sync was quite meh.
The song wasn't good, but I did feel like Jenny JK proved to us why she was there. Do you know what I mean? Like, she performed very well. However, at some points they did zoom into her face, not lip syncing to the words. But again, she did go against Jimbo, who isn't one of the sophisticated lip syncers you'll see. But yeah.
Now, before we go, where can we find all three of you queens on Instagram?
Oh, and my Instagram is kim.dat.lynn. That's it, and that's all you can follow me on. Anywhere else, go away.
So you can find me on Instagram at the Kikiara, and also on TikTok with the same app.
So you can find me on. I'm going to remember which of my 6 Instagram accounts I'm going to give you.
Wait, then I'll tell you if you don't remember.
Yeah, you can find me on the Regina XO on Instagram, or Regina.horseface or Regina_horsegirl, because there are also accounts of me with those names.
Yes.
You can also buy Regina merch on youbettermerch.co.uk. I've got hoodies, t-shirts, and phone cases available in Pussy Pink, baby. Pussy Pink. We got white and we got black.
Well, guys, go follow all three of these queens on all social medias. Go support them. They're absolutely fantastic. And yeah, hope to see you all back on Red Berry Reviews.
Exciting us, Cherry.
Of course. Also, if you want to grab one of these gorgeous mugs alongside hoodies, t-shirts, and phone cases, head over to youbettermerch.co.uk to grab some now. Well, guys, unfortunately, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched and enjoyed. Make sure to leave a massive like, comment down below who was your favourite runway this week. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all social medias at Cherry West Official. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Bye!